Alright, we should be good to go here. Alright, perfect, I think. One more second, make sure everything's all kosher. There we go. Alright. And good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. So today is one that I have been trying to get going for a while, but for one reason or another, whether it's because I needed a break or something else just got in the way, we never got around to this one. But we're finally going to play it today. So my girlfriend first started playing this game, I think, like, last month, 2 months ago. And basically got, like, me and a couple other of our friends to actually pick this game up. And I think one of us was streaming it last month. I think it was Pringles. I could be wrong. No, I think it was Pringles. And I had gotten it myself, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta finally, like, tackle this thing. And I decided this week, we're finally gonna play it. We are playing Addy, this visual novel where we are in college. We go do our regular college things, and it revolves around a very cute, geeky looking young woman named Addy, of course. And we go on from there. I think that's all I need to say about that one. So I say let's just get this going. It's August again, and your first year at Nowhere Tech after transferring from your community college in Idaho, too obscure to even warrant a name. Potato U. We'll call it that. After a long drive from your parents' house, you're relieved to get set up in your new dorm room. You finally have a space of your own, separate from your family, that you can do whatever you want with. I wish I had that right now. That you can do whatever you want in. I wish I could do that right now. You missed orientation, but you'll be fine. Probably. Hey, we got the elite door. We got the meme door. Yay! Write your name on the door. I might as well just be nice, just regular. Where you at? Why not? There we go. And your major. I mean, considering most of my tastes are in, I could BS some stuff up or whatever. But considering my interests are mainly in games, movies, etc., yeah, I'm just gonna go with arts. Perfect! Just turn the knob and go, hi there! Are you a new student? I just saw you writing your name and assumed. Yeah, I just moved in. That's so cool. My name's Addy. I live right next door to you. What's your name, you don't mind me asking? Oh, shit, I didn't... NC, I guess we're gonna do it the cool way. It's NC, bro. That's such a cool name. Yeah, not like everybody else uses it. I mean, just don't watch YouTube circa 2007. You don't want to be named that. I just did that on a whim. You don't. Just don't. What are you studying? How old are you? I'm 18, but I'm a junior because I started college early. I'm a chemistry major also. Sorry. That was a lot, wasn't it? No, that's okay. I can be a lot too sometimes. Seriously, I can talk a lot of shit. You understand. You give her a hesitant smile and start to answer her question. I'm 20, and I'm studying the arts. The arts? Oh, that's so cool. I can barely draw a stick figure myself, but I love looking at art, like in museums. You can spend hours just staring at one Van Gogh. Wait, are you talking about visual art? Like drawing? Right? I'm in a different artistic field, sadly. But I can enjoy a good museum. Sorry, I just assumed. If you like museums, though, there's actually one on campus. I can show you around if you like, sometime. She seems really nice. The big glasses, the completely crazy looking hair. Like she's cute. Yeah, I can see why she likes her. She's cute. Oh, I'm already done with a lot of Gen Ed classes, but I have a couple of finishing up this semester. Maybe we'll get some classes together. Sorry, I just keep talking and talking. You just moved in. You're probably so tired right now, and here I am keeping you up. No, I'm not tired. I want to keep talking. Literally, I just got up like about 2 hours ago, so I'm good to go. You're really not tired? Whoa, you must have like insane stamina. Sure. Oh, sorry. That's my phone. Shit. It's my mentor. I have to take this. I'm so sorry. I'll talk to you later, NC. She rushes to unlock her own room. You open the door to yours and close it behind you, but not before wondering why on earth she'd be in such a hurry to answer her mentor. You personally go out of your way to avoid faculty members. Now, that's accurate. That's, I feel felt on that one. Keep the hell away from me. You lock the door behind you. Most things are still in boxes, but the sheets are on the bed, so the most important part's done. Maybe when you wake up from your nap, you could put up some of your posters. Oh, let's see. Not big on her. Don't really care. Don't want to copy too much from a certain other stream. I feel like I know who that is. But for anyone who's actually, like, yes, I mean, I have put up, like, those things. But that's just to make up some character for the background. But if anyone has seen my actual place... Oh wait, you forgot. You have no interests and you own no posters. I am a very boring individual. What kind of a psycho doesn't have any posters in his room? You climb into your new bed and wait for sleep to overtake you. The day rewinds in your mind. The drive from Idaho, the moving in, the neighbor. She acted pretty awkward, but seemed to be a really nice and genuine person. You liked talking to her. The thoughts became muddied with exhaustion. You drift off into a dreamless sleep. Line. Ah, okay. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah, for a fucking Monday, I doubt that. A perfect morning to sit all day in windowless classrooms learning about the arts. That's right. It's the first day of school. Your first day ever as a junior at Nowhere Tech. Who knows the places you'll go, the things you'll do. I don't really have. I really haven't done much in my own college days. I mean, I mostly just lived at home, but I just. Sorry. Took a transport. I just took a bus transport to where I was going. I didn't even have my license when I was in college. I like just took the bus everywhere. To college, back home, and a couple of other spots like the movie theaters and stuff like that, because town I live in doesn't have a fucking movie theater. Wait, do you have a schedule? You should look into that. Alright, let's see. American literature. Computer science. Okay. I'm just kind of following on like some of the stuff I had back when I was in college, or at least my own curiosities from when I was in college. So I think we're gonna have film history. I did an art class back in high school, but I didn't do anything like that now. I mean, I could barely draw a stick figure my own way. I think I'm gonna do psychology, and then. Okay, why not? We'll just do a little high school in there too. So, I kid you not, the classes I selected were kind of what I tried to do when I was actually doing college. Like, I did do, like, obviously American literature, because at one point my AA was to be related to writing. Computer science, that's okay. That one's the less accurate one. Film history, I did do film classes. Psychology, I did do a psychology class, and drawing is a high school one. I gotta choose one more? Okay. Gotta go for the basic ass one, chemistry. Yeah, looks good. With your schedule completed, you are ready to face day one. You shoulder your backpack and take one last look at your newly decorated room. Your not really characteristically decorated room. So long for now, comfortable bed. It's time to rise and grind. Nowhere Technical College. Nobody's reached school. Oh, it's called nowhere, I would imagine, and nobody really thinks about it. They think it's hardly a joke. You should probably get to class. Oh, there is my dream paralysis. There's my sleep paralysis demon right there. As you file into the cramped classroom with the others, you are immediately assaulted with the smiling face of the literature professor. No, it isn't a smile. A smile wouldn't strike fear into the very core of your being like this. Quick, avoid eye contact. I can't. I'm looking at the text. I can't really avoid my eyes. Avoid eye contact. I said I'm trying! You dive for the nearest available desk and look anywhere but the professor's face. Right, just text. Oh, never mind. We got a cutie. Addy happens to be right next to you. You quickly look away again. Wait. No, this is a better looking... No, this is fine. The teacher's not. This is all too much right now. To be honest, maybe you should just sleep this one out. I won't judge. Wait. This is a... No, it's the first day, we're gonna power through. Fuck it! Exactly! Fuck it! We ballin'. You got up this morning like an absolute boss. You deserve to be here. Maybe even more than anyone else. You're gonna stand your ground because you are a strong, independent, man-woman individual who gets what he wants. See, I think that would have been funnier if it was like, if you continued down that line of dialogue. It's like, man-woman individual who gets what he, she, they want. I think that'd just be funnier. And what you want is probably not in this classroom, but you're so hyped now, it doesn't even matter. God mode activated. Hell yeah. The professor clears her throat, and you look up, unafraid. Nope, I'm mentally shooting myself. I can't look. She locks eyes with you and stares with that piercing gaze. But you didn't come here to lose. I already lost. I lost the game already. No. You meet her stare with otherworldly strength and dominance. You are, in your mind, you are mentally T-posing. She quickly looks away, instead focusing on your weaker classmates. Boy, this NC character is a lot stronger mentally than I am. Victory is yours. Alright, it looks like everyone is here, so I'll go ahead and start. Welcome to American Literature. My name is Professor Lockwood, and I will be your guide through the exciting landscape of American writing. Why am I now hearing Mr. T's voice in my head when I hear Professor Lockwood? Anyone see, like, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? You know, you hear, that officer guy goes like, Flint Lockwood! Now I'm just hearing Professor Lockwood! All throughout that. Before we start anything, I'm going to go through the syllabus for this semester so you know what to expect from my course. As she continues, you get bored and glance at the girl next to you. Hello, gorgeous! Why is she in this class? Didn't she say she was a chem major? Her head snaps to face you. Did she know you were looking at her? Should we look away again? Hey, NC. How's your first day so far? Bearable. You? Trust me, it will get better after this. If I could be anywhere else right now, I would be there. But no, curriculum requirements and all that. What a bunch of baloney. Yeah, Gen Ed is pretty stupid, considering we already went to high school. Exactly. It's redundant and a waste of my time. Like being forced to buy Photoshop after 4 years of successfully pirating it with no adverse effects. What? It's a long story. Anyways, we better pack up. Wait, we're done already? We only talked for like a minute. There's no way in hell we sped through class like that. Suddenly, like clockwork, all of the students begin packing up. The professor tries protesting, but the students book it for the door anyways, and you follow suit. Addy behind you. Bye, Professor Lockwood! I'll see you in my nightmares! Some things, like freedom, are more important than pleasing your anal teacher. Before you leave, Addy accosts you at the door. Hey, I was thinking it'd be good if we had each other's numbers. Just in case we get locked out or something. Well, anyways, here's mine. She hands you a torn sheet of paper with her phone number on it. Thanks. Addy smiles at you, relieved. Aww. How do you say no to that face? You don't say no to that face. She got the whole world in her hands with that face. Thanks, too. I'll see you tomorrow, NC. God, what a cringy fucking name. Why the fuck? Excuse me a second. Why the fuck did you pick that name? Why? You wanted to be something different? You said you didn't want to use your regular name? You didn't want to use Shadow Nick? You just had to go for some stupid-ass initials? That sounds like some dumb YouTuber from the frickin' 2007! What's the matter with you? Idiot! Sorry about that. Well, here's computer science. Although it may not be major relevant, it'll look good to know some computery stuff. Diversify your skill set a little bit. Actually, yeah, that would actually... Why didn't I do that when I was in college? Huh. Students have already gathered in cliques, where there's an empty spot beside one of the more laid-back girls. You could snag it if you wanted. I don't do that. I go for the window seats. You've had enough interaction for today. It's time to sit back and enjoy the serenity of the window seat. As you sit, you notice that some extremely tall kid is blocking your view of the professor. Another version of me? However, the seat is extremely comfy. Nope. I'm committing to window life. I have had enough interaction for one day. I already have a cute girl's phone number already. I think I got enough on my interaction list for one day. It's not like you need the professor to learn. I mean, you have the textbook after all. Wait, why are you even here again? The professor starts saying something and your eyes glaze over. A girl to your left is wearing oversized hoops. She has her hair in a long ponytail. Doesn't she know that long hair is easier to grab in a potential attack? Yeah, I mean, isn't that like something they teach you in like The Walking Dead? The Telltale game? Oh man, that would be a good game to play on here. When the Telltale game was originally announced, because like I was a real freaking pussy at horror. So when they initially announced, like I was hyped because it's Telltale Games. They made Sam & Max, Poker Night. They did 2 out of 9 Bone books, but point is they were pretty good at that stuff. But because it was Walking Dead and it was horror themed around zombies, I was scared. So my brother picked up the game and I just watched him play it. And I'm kicking myself for that ever since, because that stuff's really good. And I have the complete series on Steam, so I don't know, maybe around Halloween or something like that. Maybe one day we'll tackle it. Stupid and boring like everyone else. Shit! You jolt out of your seat at the noise. The guy in front of you scooting back his chair and grabbing his stuff. Fucking hell, that was loud. The rest of the class is packing up as well. Seems class just ended. Your other classes are equally as boring. After they let out, you head back home, exhausted. Oh, dorm, sweet dorm. A million thoughts flood your head about homework, food, showering, calling your parents and friends, but all you want to do right now is sit down on your bed and relax. Hey, you finished your first day. That's gotta be cause for celebration. You look up at the ceiling and start to see patterns in the way the fan is casting light. It makes the ceiling appear to be different colors sometimes. It's just the light, though. The ceiling never really, truly changes. Things aren't always what they seem. You glance up. There's a dull thumping around you, giving this weird and utero feeling. Is someone trying to break down the wall? The time says 10:06. Damn, you spent like 5 hours chillaxing. Oh, man, I took an extended nap. That sounds nice right now. You want to just end the stream early and take a nap? You grab a granola bar from your desk as dinner and get up to give your neighbors a piece of your mind. People are trying to chill out here. Jeez. You open the door and enter the hallway. Out here, the thumping is even louder, and it's accompanied by the sound of laughing voices. Oh. We're not even a day in, and we already have a party. Super. That makes you feel kind of bad. You don't want to rain on anyone's parade and ruin someone's fun party. But come on! Throwing a rager on the first Monday night of the semester? That's just obnoxious. Then again, maybe confrontation isn't the best idea. Your eyes fall on Addy's door and you wonder how she's handling things. A study night could be just what you both need. Well, mostly you. I mean, we can just knock on the door. Just tell them, hey, it's a little loud. Think you can tone it down just a little bit? I mean, it's not like we're just going to keep it's not like we're just going to be like... Hold on. Make sure I don't bust anything. Will you shut up? People are trying to sleep! You're not just doing this for you, you're doing it for the good of the entire dorm. You're kind of like a superhero, or an annoying cop. With that thought in mind, you steel yourself and knock on the room next door. A guy wearing a button-down and booty shorts answered the door. Sup? Oh no, what the hell's with the green hair, my guy? Hi there, my name's NC. Oh, are you like my neighbor? My name's Roger. Nice to meet you. Did you want to join the party? Well, actually, You pause. Damn my social awkwardness. Through the doorway, you can see a few people playing Super Smash Brothers and dancing along to the loud music. Oh, fuck, they got Smash Brothers? Oh, shit! There's an array of alcoholic beverages on the counter and smoke in the air. It looks like everyone's having fun. It's been so long since you had fun. Alright, I play the Luigi or I'm nothing! Yeah, I'm here to join the party. Roger lets you in with a smile, and you smile back, wondering if you made the right choice. Your eyes dart from the counter to the gaming couch. A blonde who looks vaguely familiar is playing idly with a board game on the floor. Maybe she was in one of your classes? Probably, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. You walk over to say hi and immediately tense up. Is this normal? Is this how people interact at parties? It's been a while since you've been to one. Yeah, way more than a while. Luckily, she notices you and looks up. Hey, dude! You look kind of familiar. Do I know you? I really don't remember. Wait, are you in computer science? Oh yeah, I remember you! You were that shy kid. What's your name, shy kid? I'm NC. Okay, that's the one time I actually don't want her to know my name. What's yours? I'm Stella, Roger's best friend. Right now I'm playing chess. What are you doing? Stella is picking up the pieces and throwing them at each other like bowling pins. She has the spirit, but I don't think she's playing it right. I'm just chilling. Yeah. We got weed, we got cigarettes, we got liquor, we got chess, we got Mario Party, Smash, and a few different card games, and we have chess. Wait, you guys got Mario Party 2? Oh, fuck yeah! Alright, just give me a controller. I'll be good for the rest of the night. I'm using the chessboard right now, though. I think I'm just gonna ask about the chess. Yeah, of course I know how to play chess. I'm right here playing it. Pew, pew! Ah, pawn down! Can I play? Sure. You're gonna need some context, though. So, basically, what happened is this queen had a sordid affair with the bishop. This resulted in the creation of unholy knight pieces. Half horse, half man. They have to consume the flesh of their brothers to survive, so we have to keep them away from each other. On their own, they are extremely powerful, though. That's why I have them in the corners of the board. Smog Queen's sworn enemy is Swamp Queen, who she created by spilling toxic waste in the ocean. Kind of like Venom from Spider-Man. I was thinking more Toxie from Toxic Avenger, but okay. Swamp Queen used propaganda to get really popular and laid a strike force of pawns against the Smog royal family. That's the main conflict there. The pawns of the Smog family are at a disadvantage because there is a famine going on and they don't like their queen very much. Let me see. So the rooks represent the four elements: earth, water, wind, and fire. Gee, an epic chess game where it involves the four elements. Never heard that one before. No, actually, no, I haven't heard that one before. They represent totems for elemental power the royal families can draw upon. The bishops are currently trying to stop the riots in the village, and the kings are both watching baseball on the couch. What the hell? Any questions? Can't we just play a normal game of chess? Okay, maybe I don't know how to play. I can teach you. Probably. Maybe. You gingerly reorganize the pieces as Stella sighs dramatically. Pawns in front, business in the back. Then you explain how each of the pieces move. This is so me at this point. Why do I feel like I'm doing it? Why do I feel like I'm actually reliving some days that never happened? I never went to parties. But I mean, if they had freaking... But, like, can I just be with those guys in the back right there? Playing on the couch, playing Mario Party and shit? Like, come on! Let me get up in their asses with Luigi. Blow them with the vacuum cleaner and do absolutely nothing to win. That'd be my shit right there, man. She doesn't really get the pawns or queens yet, so you play a practice round together. You win easily. Okay, not bad. The pawns are weird as fuck, but I'm beginning to accept it. Then you play a round for realsies. Stella wins easily. Yo, this game is pretty fun, actually. Hey, Roger, I'm playing chess. I'm the chess god. Damn, here I thought you were a dumbass. Good work. Thanks for teaching me to play, dude. You're a real one. You say goodbye to Stella and wonder if you should mention the loud music. Fortunately, you don't even need to ask Roger to turn the sound down. Once you tell him you're off to bed, he lowers the volume himself. Oh. Okay. Thanks for coming by, dude. It's great getting to know you. I had fun. Thanks for having me. I didn't even get to play fucking Smash Brothers! Man, what a fucking jip! I couldn't even play Smash Brothers. I'm pissed now. Just close the door and be like... Wait a minute, I didn't even play! Wait a minute. Yeah, you're glad you made that split-second decision to stay. It's kind of silly, but even after a single day, you were starting to feel lonely. Dude, this game, man. Stop! Stop! I don't like being seen! Jesus Christ. It's extremely silly, actually. Fuck off! They never understood you anyways. It's been a long day, but you still have work to do. In the dream, you are running, and all you know is that you must keep running. Your heart hammers in your chest. You can't catch your breath. You can't see anything but this dense fog in every direction that seems to drain the oxygen from the air. Your heart starts pounding as hard as your heart. Black spots begin to join the fog as you pant. If you stop, it's over. The thought of it being over sends an electric jolt of fear through you. So you keep running. Each step takes energy you didn't think you had. You still can't see anything clearly, but you can hear something. Your name, just barely, being repeated over the sea of dead ocean noise in a familiar voice. So fuzzy, like the way your lungs are beginning to feel. And then, spoken right next to your ear. Where is she? Couldn't help but do the Batman voice. Swallow me, Rachel! Swallow me! Or at least that's what Smosh would probably envision that. In this instant, you know exactly what has happened, what is happening, and what will happen. At the shore, her pink shirt washes up alone. She's been gone for hours. Okay. Line. Guys, you start abruptly, heartbeat loud in your ears. Your alarm already triggers a PTSD-like reaction in you. This is not looking good for the rest of the semester. Good morning! Fuck you. Time for a fantastic second day of college! Fuck you. You rush to get dressed and grab a quick breakfast. Toast in your mouth like an anime girl, you run to the holy grail of learning, the temple of wisdom that is your first classroom. I don't want to go. There's no way today will be more boring than the day before, right? I mean, as Holes would put it, as a line from Holes, the second day is always the hardest. Let's get moving. As you file into your seat, you're again disturbed by Professor Lockwood's smiling face. You take a quick survey of the students in the room and notice the space next to you is empty. Huh. Where's Addy at? Doesn't seem like her to skip the second day of school. You barely even know the girl. How do you know? You wonder where she could be. Eventually, the professor clears her throat like a kindergarten teacher, shutting up her unruly class and begins to call roll. Apparently, Addy's full name is Adeline Adams. Hey. So, she's an Alcoholics Anonymous personified? So, as I mentioned yesterday, today we'll be discussing the first chapter of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I see a lot of you forgot your books today. Make sure in the future you bring the materials you need to class. Fuck. You were supposed to get that book? How are you supposed to know about that? When had she mentioned that? I'm going to start out today with some context about Huck Finn before we get into talking about our thoughts on it. She pulls up a pictureless PowerPoint that makes you start to dissociate almost immediately. I'm anxious as hell when it comes to either our newest friend going missing and the fact that I didn't get my fucking book. So, there's no way I'm going to fall asleep to this. I'm paying attention. You're trying not to fail your classes this year, remember? Too late. It's the painful truth. Painful enough to keep you awake during Lockwood's dull presentation. Mark Twain, American Realism, Vernacular English, Tom Sawyer. Got it. It seems like she goes over the same information over and over again. Yeah, it's called padding time. Perhaps you heard of it. You wonder if she has any friends. Well, yeah. Teachers have friends. Teachers have husbands and wives. I once known a husband-wife teacher team in high school. They were very nice folk. Probably not. Well, fuck you. You find yourself looking at the seat next to you and wondering again where the hell Addy could be. Maybe you should take notes for her since she's absent. You'll give it a try, but your handwriting's near illegible. Illegible, sorry. My word's not working today. Strange. You met her a few days ago and you already miss her when she's not in class. It's only been 2 days. Huh. You hope she's just taking a rest day and isn't sick or anything. Hey, mental health days work. I'll put it that way. You should check on her when you get back to your dorm. And see... What? No, I didn't do anything! See, that's exactly what I do. You jump out of your seat. Yes, Professor? Can you tell us about any major themes or character types that you've noticed thus far? She caught you unaware and she knows it. Ooh, that's the face that tells you, I got your number, bitch. Try me if you dare. You shrink a little in her gaze. What's a theme? What does she mean, character type? Racism? Yes, I mentioned that in my introduction, but I'd prefer if we went beyond the obvious and analyzed the text a little deeper. She calls on the next student, but you can't help but feeling at a loss. What was the right answer then? After some more discussion, Lockwood dismisses the class with 2 more chapters of homework. That woman is more demanding than your mother. As you walk into computer science and look around, Stella and Roger wave you over. You go take a seat next to them. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good, actually. That party last night was fire. Yeah, Roger does really well with keeping the vibes lit, but chill at the same time. Perfect party atmosphere. The professor takes roll and launches into a quick lecture. So, computer science is split up into a ton of different specialty fields. The major ones we have here are AI, cybersecurity, software engineering, systems engineering, network architecture, and data science. Now, some of those programs are going to be smoother than others. The cybersecurity program gets more funding than the data science department, I'll just say that. But they are all integral to keeping systems operational. Your job for today is to research computer science jobs and decide which one would be best for you. You can look at places to work, pay, benefits, and of course, the job requirements. But by the end of the day, I want you to be able to tell me confidently what direction you want to go. If y'all could split into groups of 3, I think it will help you guys can bounce ideas off each other. Groups? Groups! You glance around in terror and see everyone else have the same reaction. I'm not the only one who's just mentally shitting themselves. Okay, I just do this by myself. Some students look frantically across the room for someone they know in vain, and others awkwardly propose partnership to their neighbors in shame. Can you imagine if there's like somebody that does that whole marriage thing? They'll just get on one knee and be like, "Will you partner with me?" I don't know why you have your hands like that, but you get my point. Everyone knows that group work never, ever works. I think game development would like to have a word with you. Group projects destroy friendships, even ones that haven't begun yet. Never mind, I see you already had a discussion with game development. Good to know. One unlucky soul ends up doing the entire thing. Excuse me. All the freeloaders profit, and no one is the wiser. How had the professor not learned this? The groups begin to form, and Stella takes action with a confident look. You, me, Roger, yeah? Your eyes dart around, and your brain is empty. You open your mouth, but words don't come out. Words aren't present inside. Where am I? What's going on? Apparently that's enough of an answer for her because she gives you a smile and taps Roger on the shoulder to tell him the news. Okay, looks like everyone's gotten into their groups, so I'm going to walk around and try to help if anyone's got any questions. I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes so y'all can go ahead and start researching. Everyone begins talking at once. Most people sound very confused. Right here. You two are kind of at a loss. Why does this game... Okay, I need to, This game keeps tripping me up, because, I make a joke, and then it says, oh, yeah, you do that, too. It's like, motherfucker. Luckily, Stella takes the lead. So, I guess we're supposed to look for computer science jobs? Am I supposed to already know what I'm interested in? Isn't this an intro course? Yeah, but I think a lot of people come into this field wanting a specific job, so maybe he's assuming that's us. Well, you definitely look like somebody you would definitely look like somebody that would work IT. Just look at him. The way his hair is, the glasses, the frickin' shirt right here, that shirt. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that would just work IT. He'd be the one guy that would be going have you tried turning it on and off again? Stella groans and holds her head in her hands. She looks really distraught. When will the questions end? Okay, why don't we look for jobs on our phones and then meet back when we have a better idea? Sounds good to me. Roger starts researching on his phone almost immediately, and Stella picks her hand up slightly to grab her phone half-heartedly. You open up Google and start by looking up the most popular specializations the teacher talked about. Cybersecurity, software engineering, that sort of thing. You're not interested in any of this in the slightest. Why did you take this class again? The professor comes around and asks you about your research. You mutter some sounds and he nods encouragingly. Roger apparently wants to do data analysis, which he also says is a good pathway. Okay, I can see that. Stella shrugs and says she hasn't decided yet. The professor nods and moves on to the next group. And then I think I'm going to turn off the chat since nobody's been chatting up here. At least I had it on just for the moment. There we go. We don't need that, do we? There we go. Clean space. You can see that one student in the corner there. The rest of the class goes by quickly, thank God, and pretty soon you're packing up your stuff and heading out the door. You hope the next class will be more interesting and less group-oriented. Hey, dude! What up? You pause by the door while Roger and Stella catch up with you. Just wanted to let you know that me and Stella are hanging out today. You feel up to it, you can hang out too. You squint, confused. Nyrax, hey, welcome in. Good morning. Thanks for the hydrate. I have like a little bit of water left. Hang on. Thank you. I've been drinking water all friggin' morning getting this going. I've been narrating this whole time, doing voices and all that stuff, so. Oh, well, hey, glad you came in. What? Don't worry about it, dude. Do you want to hang out? Roger's dorm is 421 in the apartment-style building. Yeah, we're next door. I came to the party last night. I feel like she's a hustler. Hey, folks, yeah, hello. I know. But I appreciate you letting me know. Facts. Now I'm gonna go to class. Shit, I better get to class too. Later, guys! The group separates, and you have a lot to think about as you walk to your next class. The rest of your classes pay out beyond your attention span, which seems more limited with each passing day. You can't even remember what classes you're going to at this point. Didn't I have like a film class or something? I don't know. Is that a bad sign? Maybe. I once had a nightmare where, I felt like all of a sudden I was like trying to get to class, but I didn't remember what they were. So that really fucked me up. And that was like, I think a couple months ago, actually. So it's like way past my college days. Why the hell did I have that dream? I have no idea. Mercifully, your last class comes to an end. After a quick stop at the dining hall, you make your way back to your dorm exhausted. You stop at your door and are about to unlock it when you remember that Addy wasn't in class today. Maybe you should go check on her. Hey, NC Gak! Hello, cutie! Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I think I have a naturally loud voice. My mom told me that. Hey, I feel the same way. My mom tells me I have a loud voice. I was always told to be quiet and keep it down. My mom's not here anymore, so who's laughing now? Anyway, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Huh? Why did you ask me that? You look at her and hope she figures it out, because you're not sure how to verbalize what you're thinking. Her eyes widen and she facepalms. Oh, duh! I wasn't in class today. I'm sorry. I've been all over the place. Yeah, I'm okay. My mentor, Dr. Hara, actually just drove me back from the hospital. Not for anything bad. I'm not sick or anything. They just wanted to keep an eye on me, make sure my heart rate and everything was okay. It really sucks they made me miss class, though. Hey, did I miss anything important? You feel like you've been sucker punched. Yeah, Lockwood did a short lecture, and I tried to take some notes on it, and then we just talked about the book. I talked about racism. That was the important thing. Oh, that's cool. I'll ask the professor if they have the PowerPoints or anything so I can look at them later. Oh! Hey, I was thinking, would you want to hang out and maybe watch something? I'm sure you're tired, and I bet you could use a break from schoolwork. I know I do. She does look tired beyond the surface level energy you've become used to. If you're honest with yourself, you're curious about her hospital visit. Well, yeah? What did she go in for? What does that have to do with heart rate? At the same time, a notification pops up in your brain. Remember, Stella and Roger invited you to hang out with them later. And they seem like really cool people. Plus, having two friends would be nice. It's always getting late, so you'll only have time to do one of these things. You make the ultimate choice. I think we've already made our decision here, by the way. Yeah, hanging out sounds fun. Addy blinks, surprised. Oh, what? Did you say something? You were quiet for so long and I zoned out. Sorry. She did not just wait that whole 5 minutes, did she? Okay. Let's hang out, is what I said. Oh, thank God. We can go to my dorm if you want. How about we hang out in my dorm, actually? Okay. I bet your room is a lot neater than mine anyways. You let her in, and her eyes are immediately drawn to the poster on your wall. Or, rather, lack thereof. This reminds me of my room. I mean, I don't have many decorations up either. Sorry. No problem. Hey, is that rope? Why do you have rope in your dorm? I go rock climbing sometimes. Oh, tell me I'm not just making this up. Tell me I'm just making this up, 'cause I don't do that. Dang, I've never been. I don't think I would like it, though. I'm afraid of heights. Same, at this point, I'm just bullshitting! I don't do that! You take a seat in the office chair, and Addy plops down on the bed. She seems sleepy, but relaxed and at ease. Don't want to ask about the hospital yet. I kind of want to, lean into it. But probably get it out of the way now before the movie, because, if it takes a wrong turn, then things can go bad, and you make a bad impression, and they don't want to talk to you again, and you just feel alone and sad and miserable, and then that rope would be used for more than... I'm not going to get to it. Let's ask about it. Hey, so about that hospital visit. Addy avoids your eyes. Fuck, I fucked it up already! She rests her elbows on her knees and runs a hand through her hair. Finally, she lets out a tight, controlled sigh. Yeah. Well, it wasn't ideal. Not ideal? She gives you a sharp look. That's right. Now, I'm no psychologist, but it looks like Addy seems kind of defensive about this. After a minute, Addy sighs, apparently giving into the pressure. I can't say much about it. All I can say is that it's related to my research with Dr. Hera. Please don't tell anyone about this. He could lose his job. My research could be compromised. You're at a loss for what to say or what to think. Maybe the moral thing would be to tell someone for safety reasons. But the only reason you know about it is because of the person telling you you shouldn't. It's not even your business. You kind of wish she hadn't told you. You kind of wish she didn't say anything. But she has. I won't. Friends keep each other's secrets. Addy relaxes a bit and her face softens. The weight of her trust feels a bit lighter. Thank you. I would tell you more if I could. You mean a lot to me, you know. Lady, we just met! It's been 3 days, and we just met. And you mean I mean a lot to you already? Okay, she's gotta be on the spectrum or something. I mean, I'm on the spectrum, but like, I don't know if I jump immediately to being like, you mean a lot to me, you know? It's like, god damn. Will Smith and Men in Black. Whoa, slow down, girl. You don't have to hit the gas that fast. Yes. Your cheeks heat up. Calm down. She could just mean as a friend. But even for a friendship, things are happening really fast. See, even the game agrees with me! Should you say it back? Hey, so about that movie. Yeah. So we can watch a movie is what I was thinking. I was thinking that too. So what do you want to watch? I don't know. Sorry, I don't usually watch movies. She smiles at you. Watching with a girl. I don't even care if it's like horror related or anything. That is literally the worst movie you could possibly think of. That movie's like fucked up. Like that movie does like okay. Horror movies or even like psychological thrillers or whatever. They're supposed to get into your psyche. They're supposed to break you down, or especially or horror movies. It's supposed to show an evil side of humanity. Sometimes even a supernatural, or even in the more fantasy side of things. There's still an element of evil in humanity. American Psycho just highlights just fucking evil. You're just going into this one dude's mental breakdown, and just watching all these grisly, disgusting, and pervy images, and even getting, with him getting involved in some of them, and it's really fucked up when you think about it. So when I say something like, well, we can watch American Psycho, I think my character needs to be fucking checked into an asylum at this point. Or I just have the most godly Riz on earth because she seems open to the idea. You grab your laptop and try to find a site to pirate American Psycho on. Actually, for real, do I have a digital copy of that movie? It's a careful balance between avoiding viruses and accepting pop-ups. This one looks promising. You hop onto the bed and relax onto your one pillow. You press play and Addy comes closer to watch until she's right beside you. The two of you sit like that for a while, watching your laptop. Actually, I think she just took over my laptop, considering it's on her lap. I'm probably just watching it I'm just craning my neck, just watching it like this. Addy is silent and engaged. She seems to be enjoying what you put on, but you've never been the best judge of emotion. Yeah, clearly, considering I just asked to put on American fucking Psycho. Gee, after the movie, why don't I just put on some Huey Lewis in the News? Put some newspaper down on the floor. Hey, have you ever been in a relationship before? Yeah. You should be getting used to how her questions come out of nowhere, but you're not. You become uncomfortably aware of how your bodies are almost touching on the bed. You can feel her warmth. Yeah? Oh, I haven't. She pauses for a moment. What's it like? It's nice. It's nice to have someone. It is. Even if it doesn't work out. Having a partner gives you a place to shelter for a while. Yeah, it sounds nice. I didn't even have many friends growing up, so friendships for me are like that too. I don't know where friendship ends and relationship begins. Well, friends don't usually kiss each other and have sex. I think that's a good place to start. I'm not going to wade into that discussion. Usually. So, sometimes they do? Doesn't that render your point useless for me? Do I really have to explain it? You know what I mean. Okay, that still doesn't help me at all. My point stands. Maybe she doesn't know what you mean. Fine, if you want me to if you want me to just grind my teeth on this. That's not what I meant. Okay, so if you kiss and have sex with someone, the probability is high that you are in a relationship and not just friends. It's like a margin of error or something. But 99 times out of 100, you are going to be in a relationship. Oh! Like p-values to see if your experiment results are significant. A relationship is like an experiment. Yeah, sure. She grins at you, proud of her revelation, so you smile back. I mean, I guess technically she's not wrong. In a way, a relationship is like an experiment. You're testing to see if you two are compatible for each other, how long you guys last, what works for either one, compromising, getting into fights, stuff like that. Yeah, I guess it kind of is an experiment. I'm not going to lie about that. She's on point. You hope that's the end of all the relationship talk. It was uncomfortable as hell, especially with her sitting on your bed. The two of you watch in silence. Now, that sounds like the kind of reaction I would get after watching American Psycho with a girl. The movie, as usual, is quite good. You've always wondered how Christian Bale manufactured that psychopath look so accurately. You glance over periodically to check if Addy is still enjoying it, and amazingly, she is. Godlike Riz, I swear to God. She even laughs a couple of times, albeit inappropriately. Oh, did she laugh at that one scene where Christian Bale's running around naked with a chainsaw? It's probably what she laughed at. That makes sense. By the end of the movie, it seems safe to say that you've both had a pretty good time. As the credits roll, you gather up your confidence and break the silence. How'd you like the movie? Jesus Christ, that broke me. Jesus Christ. That's funny. Yeah, I did not think that was funny. The time has come for this sesh to end. You walk with Addy to the doorway because you're chivalrous. Am I, though? Am I, though? Once outside, she pauses and tucks some hair behind her ear. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me today. I had fun, and it kept my mind off things. I feel like I got really lucky to meet you when I did. And I just, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun too. And I think I really needed a movie night for my own sanity. American Psycho, though? Addy slowly smiles. She rests a hand on your shoulder. You're a really good person. You literally just compared me to Patrick fucking Bateman in American Psycho! Help me make that make sense! She nods. Addy smiles gratefully then pats her pockets. Got my stuff, Yep, got my stuff. Good night, NC. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Good night, Addy. You close the door. You're tired. Too tired to think. Too tired to do homework again. Gonna have to do it in the morning. Too tired to undress or brush your teeth. You give in and fall into your mattress. Sleep takes you. Yeah, some people are probably going to be watching this and probably thinking like, oh, you're overreacting or you're just acting for the sake of the stream. I literally am just like trying to comprehend what I just saw. What I just read. This game fucking broke me. What the fuck? You remind me of the character of American Psycho. I was horrified when I watched American Psycho. Because of the stuff that's in that movie. If you really want a movie that really like hits you hard with you know the various things these people do in that movie, and if you feel it relates to you in some extent, and you feel disgusted at that thought, yeah, that's what you get out of watching that movie. That means that means in a way, yeah, it's a good movie. I recommend watching it. But at the same time, you better be ready to get your emotions torn at you and make you realize that you're a disgusting, ugly fucking monster. Christ! Might as well just take a I might as well take a career interest in murders and decapitations or something, whatever the hell that line is. You hit your fucking alarm! Sluggishly, you separate yourself from your bed and start getting dressed. You hope you're choosing clothes that go together because your eyes are only half open. Somehow, when you look back at your phone, you spent 30 minutes on that and now have to run to get to class on time. It really should just take like 2 minutes. Oh, there's a shirt, there's a pair of jeans, there you go. Off you go. Good thing you have a stash of granola bars. You grab one, shoulder your bag, and head out the door. Addy's gone again. God damn it. You notice before you even sit down because Professor Lockwood calls her name and there's silence. Luckily, you're in your seat by the time she calls your name. You're kind of angry, kind of worried about her. There's no way she's back in the hospital, right? This class isn't even relevant to her major. Maybe she's just totally over it. You're kind of mad because you're going to worry about her the whole day, and then you'll have to check on her to keep your sanity. You take out your notebook in preparation for class, but it turns out you didn't really need it today. Lockwood just has everyone sit in a preschool circle on the ground and talk about the book. Since you had a late start today, you haven't read the next few chapters, but you managed to talk about nothing pretty well. Just one of the few things you learned from writing lengthy essays. You like how everyone mentions the racism? Yeah, that's a big thing. Racism, right? That's a big thing in the book. Lockwood's mouth always starts twitching, and sometimes she has to go take a drink of water. You have to stifle laughter. Lockwood does end up assigning the class some new PDFs to read, which is a relief because you don't have to go out and buy something. You're reminded again of Addy's absence as you leave class. You wonder what she would have said in the discussion. Hopefully something about it being racist. Fucking hell. We just take that one topic that we can think about the top of our head and we just run with it. Your next class is more enjoyable. Stella and Roger exchange funny quips during class, which keeps you awake while the professor is talking. Their energy functions like coffee. You briefly get a jolt of clarity, and you're able to actually latch on and understand the lecture topic. It only lasts a few minutes, but that's long enough to take some really good notes. Even with your eyes drooping, you can look back on them and slowly put together what you were thinking. Sorry, just making sure on some stuff real quick. Okay. At the end of class, Roger pulls you aside for a moment. Hey, I got this new tabletop RPG. Do you guys want to come over and play it tonight? Dude, I gotta catch up on the material for this class today. I have done like 0 homework. You should probably say something. Yeah, I keep skimping out on my homework as well. That fucking blows. I guess we could do it some other time then. Wait a second! We should exchange numbers with NC so we can let them know what we want to do it. Am I a genius or what? Roger rolls his eyes, but she does bring up a really good point. The 3 of you exchange numbers. Alright, let me know when you guys are down to play. See ya! The 3 of you separate, and you go to your respective classes. The rest of the day, you're barely conscious. Most of your professors either don't notice or don't care. You don't care either at this point, to do more than drag yourself from class to class. After your last class, you grab some food from the dining hall and head back to your dorm. Hopefully it's chicken wings. Chicken wings sound good right now. I want chicken wings. Your bed is calling your name. But thoughts start hitting you as you approach your door. Homework, check on Addy, shower. Why must minds be so cruel? Well, Homework and shower can wait. Addy can too, but that will only take a minute anyway. Better to get it done sooner rather than later. Yeah, let's check on her, make sure she's okay. She's usually home when you are, so it would make sense for her to be in her dorm. But you don't hear anything coming from her room. She's probably sleeping. You go ahead and knock a second time, a bit harder. There's still no response. Uh-oh. She's probably sleeping like you should be. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You give in to exhaustion and pass out on your bed, but not before cleverly setting an alarm so you won't sleep too late. You will do homework tonight, so help you God! When you wake up, thanks to your strategy, you still have plenty of hours left for your dark deeds. The nap was one of the good naps that wake you up, and you mentally make a list of the things you wanted to do. Or, rather, had to do. You opt to shower first, so you're all clean and ready to do homework. But before that, you shoot Addy a text. Hey Addy, you weren't at school again today. Is everything okay? She doesn't respond, but you set your phone beside you just in case. Oh, right. You still have homework to do, don't you? No more distractions. Just you and the homework. There is you and the homework. You. Homework. You. Homework. You and that's what I just said. Yup. Just you and the homework. Why do teachers give homework anyways? You might as well learn everything at home and not pay for these stupid classes. Lockwood said you needed that stupid book again. Luckily, you're able to find a PDF version online. No need to read the first few chapters. You're just going to start on 5 and hope for the best. You lose track of time reading, but eventually reach a stopping point. Thanks to Stella and Roger, you took some good notes on today on coding. You just learned the basics, so it's nothing too intensive yet. But you review it all anyway. You don't really feel like doing anything for your other classes. Your first test is still in a few weeks anyway. Yeah, who cares about that? Oh, who cares about that homework? Film history, just put Casablanca or something, you'll be fine. You sit back in your chair and realize you actually studied today. You did something responsible! Suddenly, courage replaces the dread of tomorrow. Worry dissolves into pure confidence. 3 little words fill your mind. You got this! And you're beginning to believe it. Oh. Okay. For a while, you worried you could never finish college. Lack of motivation and indecision being 2 key factors. Just one sec, folks. Hold on. Probably need a wrapping. I'll probably wrap it up in just a moment anyway, because my voice is starting to feel a little grainy. So might just stop after this. You never told anyone. They would call you weak or lazy, probably. So you hoped it would just go away someday. And now it has. You can actually see a future. Granted, only about 3 years out from now, but still. Maybe you'll even be happy. You still have a couple hours left, so you think about last night. It wasn't like you expected. You're a bit disappointed, but there were parts you liked. You're on edge, and you can't tell if it's from Addy, Stella, homework, or some other factor you haven't even considered. You stare at the ceiling and think about back home. Ah, yes. Back home from Idaho. Your parents probably miss you. You should give them a call soon, let them know how you're doing. Is it bad you haven't talked to them yet? You're tempted to call them right now, put the energy to use and get it over with, but logic tells you they're asleep by now. And you should be too. And Addy. Is she okay? It's looking more and more like she's dropped off the face of the earth, but you haven't known her for very long. This could be common for her. But you can't help but being worried anyways. Does she have friends you can talk to? People who might know where she is? You don't have answers for these questions. Or maybe you do, but you can't remember the answers. She said she was in the hospital yesterday. Maybe she went back. Eventually, you get so frustrated you take some melatonin to try and fall asleep manually. Your eyes droop and your thoughts rest. Alright. So, I think we are going to stop here. Because, like I said, my voice is starting to strain a little bit, so I think that's a pretty good point where we left off. But I'm not gonna get. Besides my little mental breakdown earlier, I did have a fun time with Addy, so I'd love to continue on with this. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with it like on Thursday or if I want to do something else on Thursday. But we do have our little showcase on Wednesday, and I got 3 demos already picked out that I can't wait to try out because I've been keeping a little bit of an eye on these ones. Well, no, at least maybe one of them I kept an eye on, but I could be wrong there. But hey, that's tomorrow's problem. So thank you all for joining me today on the stream. Thank you for watching, whether it's on stream here or on the archive on YouTube. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.